My name is Rob Mariani. I'm the president of the Creative Communications Club of Providence, which started back in 1997.
My name is Rob Schmidt, and I'm the treasurer of the Creative Communications Club of Providence.
So I called a few friends, 2 or 3 or 4 that I hadn't seen in a while, and said, let's go over to the art club for a drink. And they said, hey, that's a good idea. So I said, call somebody else if you want, 100 people showed up. I had no idea what to make of that.
Many of my friends and colleagues, Rob included, we all know each other. So it was really kind of a natural, and so I have to say that is also one of the common denominators, if you will, of our membership, is that many of us have been involved, I'll just say, in the marketing and advertising world.
But people would tell me, okay, you got to do this again and again, you got to keep this going. So I said, well, okay, I'll keep it kind of casual, but the more I thought about it, the more I realized that this was a lot of people with a lot of things in common, a lot of people in the advertising, marketing, communications areas that were interested in all other aspects of creative processes. And so that became the theme of our club.
I think it's less, it's not so much what we learned, but that I think the Creative Communications Club, we like to say, really is a celebration of creativity from all different areas.
His creations he refers to them as living statues, human botanicals, and costume rovers.
Sure, I'm Joe Perry from 731.
Okay, and you're the founder of the company?
One of the co-founders.
Co-founders.
I co-founded the company 12 years ago.
Waterfire was starting to cook around this time. It was about 5 years into the process of Waterfire getting going, and there were a few street performers that were down there, and if you know, what could we do? This is a great opportunity. It's in our backyard. It's right here on Rhode Island. And I had been to Europe and I had seen human statues. That's really where it's sort of got its foothold, and that's where the history is. And we just wanted to come up with something that was a little bit different, a unique take on that. So that was really sort of the beginning of our creative process and even creating this.
Sure. I'm Shannon Minahan, and I am a performer, senior performer with 1031 Productions.
First, I just want to introduce Shannon. Shannon's going to be doing a live makeup demonstration tonight.
Tell me about your favorite character that you play.
I think that it's a little bit of a toss-up, but the Gold Muse character that we do is really dear to me. I was one of the first people to perform it, and I perform it really regularly, and I really connect with the character because she is the muse of dance. I think that people really do enjoy and appreciate the arts and the performing arts, but I think it's hard sometimes to convince people that they should dedicate a Saturday evening to enjoying the arts. I think it sets a high bar, and people aren't sure if they'll be disappointed when they set out with an expectation to just enjoy the arts. But the kind of art that we do, it's really the kind of art that you stumble upon, and I think that people really do love the arts, and the arts really do stir something in people. It's what they were intended to do all along, and when you stumble upon something like a statue you thought a moment ago was really a statue, and you realize it's a person, or a plant you find out is once again not a plant, it's a person. I think people really connect to that, and they realize that they enjoy it. It's really what street art is great at.
So these are some very basic masks that come from Italy that allow us to adapt very easily.
But I did once have a gentleman come up to me. We were performing outside, and he just whispered very quietly and very sweetly, "Don't let the pigeons poop on you." And I did crack a smile for that one, because it wasn't in your face, he just quietly delivered it, and I was like, good point, I don't want that.
It's been an adventure to create a company so that it is very business oriented, but at the same time is supplying art to people. Every single thing in this room started with someone's imagination. It started with a thought. And so is our life like that. And so when you start thinking about things like that, it just starts to blows me away. And so in starting our creative process, we do start imagining it. And by imagining it, we also just want to open ourselves to what's out there. Who's gone before us, and what can we learn from the people who've gone before us.
I don't know about you guys, I could watch this all night, but I think that's not very fair. So.